Okay, so AI and its uses on the internal function. So all of the various internal facets that one needs to manage to keep a business running. One of the ones that I like the most here is actually the idea of a knowledge base, and this is relatively easy to do just by loading documents into a custom GPT, or that's one way of handling it. Another way is certainly, providers, like the Slacks of the world, have been adding that. I guess every provider under the sun is adding it in various ways. Your mileage will vary based on how you utilize that, but essentially extracting info from the existing documents and everything that you've built up over time. So knowledge base is another easy win from an AI perspective to have that chatbot. Now, the key here is to not have it be, in my mind, is to not have it be a separate feature, but it needs to be wherever people already live. And so if your company as a whole lives in Slack, it makes it more likely for that to be a useful place. Or if they live in a certain project management system, whatever that is, that's where that capability needs to be available. For us, that's one, but another big one for us, and I'll explain why this is actually not AI, but it is. Can't spell. So this is not AI. So then why do I bring it up in AI? So billing automation, or both accounts payable and accounts receivable automation, because we've, in the tail ends of achieving both of those. And it's not AI per se, because here you need a deterministic, you need deterministic code, because you need a guarantee that the money is right, the numbers are right. There is no acceptable amount of deviance when it comes to handling money. Now, you can get quite accurate, using generative AI, but actually what the approach taken here is, this isn't AI, but AI used to write code. That's actually the approach here. So when you have internal tools, just making sure that you're building those internal tools using, the latest and greatest in order to help you author that and move that faster. Is it going to be perfect? No, but it's still going to accelerate that process. And sometimes, for some use cases, moving money around being one of them, you want the code to be deterministic. You don't want there to be a meaningful percentage of error based on hallucination and the other issues that you see in Gen AI models. But still, that and the use of AI, and we're using this, of course, heavily both on client engagements and internally to help us build stuff. But that's a way to build deterministic code that is key to us automating our business.